Welcome to Topsail Insider, where you can hear all about the businesses and events in the beautiful coastal towns in the greater Topsail area of North Carolina. Coming up, we have Trudy Solomon hosting today, and she's interviewing Katie and Houston Lowder, owners of Surf City Jet Ski and new this year, Lowder's Furniture. We're talking about jet ski rentals, jet ski tours, paddleboard and kayak rentals, basically all the summer fun things you need to add to your summer vacation on today's episode of Topsail Insider. Experience a new level of luxury on Topsail Island at Saltwater Suites in Surf City, North Carolina. With no nightly minimum, you can enjoy short getaways or an extended stay. Each suite features luxury bedding, full kitchens with dining tables and dishwashers. And all suites other than the 3 ADA suites have full-size washers and dryers. And don't forget about those beautiful ocean views. 24/7 self-check-in provides a hassle-free and seamless experience. Saltwater Suites is the perfect choice for your next beach getaway. Book your next Topsail visit at saltwatertopsail.com or call 910-886-4818. Saltwater Suites, Topsail Island's premier luxury hospitality experience. Come on out to Surf City Line for the best made-from-scratch beach and bowls on Topsail Island. Treat yourself to their delicious bowls with shrimp, steak, fish, chicken, or pork. Or enjoy their peel-and-eat shrimp, beach break salads, and more. They offer a full bar serving handcrafted cocktails, incredible margaritas, and they proudly serve North Carolina craft beer. The Line boasts the biggest deck on the island with 3 levels for listening to live music, relaxing in the sun, or head on up to the top deck to enjoy your meal with ocean views. Visit surfcitylinenc.com for their full menus. The best service and beach vibes on the island await you at 2112 North New River Drive. Whether you're a local or visiting from out of town, celebrating a special occasion, or just soaking up the sun with family and friends, it's always a great time at Surf City Line.
Welcome to Topsail Insider. My name is Trudy Solomon, and I am your host today. Today, we're talking with Houston and Katie Lowder. They are the owners of Surf City Jet Ski and Watersports. Welcome, Houston and Katie. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, thank you for having us.
What's up? Glad to be here.
We have lots of fun activities folks can do around here during the summer and beyond, just hanging out on our beautiful beaches. And we want to talk today about your business. Surf City Jet Ski and Watersports definitely gets you off the beach chair and speeding down our intercoastal waterway. Obviously, you offer jet ski rentals, but what are the other sport rentals and services you offer?
So yeah, we do jet ski rentals primarily. However, we do offer guided tours and guided adventures where we take people out and we see other parts of the waterway pretty much from here all the way down to Carolina Beach. We also do stand-up paddleboarding, kayaking, and we'll be introducing paddleboard yoga this summer as well.
That's a lot of activity. And that's a long distance, too. So I like that.
About, 55-mile round trip for our longest 2-hour guided ride?
Yep.
Well, you're located at 512 Roland Avenue. This is where your office and your docks are both located?
That's correct.
How far can folks go away from the dock? What is the riding area? Talk about that, because you said all the way to Carolina Beach.
Well, for our guided rides, it really varies. We can run from Surf City all the way down to Carolina Beach. For our freestyle rentals, we ride between the 2 bridges of Topsail. So you have the Surf City Bridge and the North Topsail High Rise. That's a 9-mile distance. You're free to play in the waterway in your freestyle rental, anywhere in between, as long as you're staying in the channel.
Good.
So it's a huge area.
That is a big area.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Tell me about Surf City Jet Ski business. How long have you been in business?
We started jet skis in 2011 in Carolina Beach, and we opened up Surf City Jet Ski Rentals in 2015. So we're going on our ninth year. So we've been in the business for 14 years.
Right. So 2 different locations.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
So you've been doing jet skis longer than you've been in Surf City.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right. All that's located right here within the same general area, but you're from North Carolina. You're born and raised here, right?
Both of us were born and raised in Albemarle, North Carolina. It's about an hour east of Charlotte.
That's not coastal.
Nope, not coastal.
What brought you here?
Yeah, so I came down to visit my brother and look for a job. It stuck.
I came down. It was my first year teaching. I stayed at home through college, literally at home, went to a hometown college. So I came down the first year that I was a teacher. I said, I'm going to go and spend the summer at the beach. at Carolina Beach.
Right.
And same.
So you grew up in the same area.
We grew up together.
You knew each other. And you both ended up in the same area here.
Yep.
But you weren't planning that together.
No. We remained friends all through college, high school. He actually took me to high school. He was a year older than I was, so he would drive me to high school before I got my license. We were buddies. We always had separate boyfriends and girlfriends, whatever, but just buddies. And we reconnected when I moved down here for the summer. I started working for him.
So this was your boss?
That was it. This is still my boss. We'll just put that out for the public.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
She moved down for the summer, and we kind of rekindled things. And I want to say rekindled. I guess there was nothing really to begin with. But.
No, yeah. Yeah, I started work. That was the second year you guys were in business. So I started working for him. And I was still a teacher, so it just kind of worked out. And obviously we started dating that summer, and I continued working there. Yeah, every summer there on after.
And now you not only have a business together, you have a family together and everything.
It is.
That's wonderful. But you've got other adventures. So you have a new business too, besides the jet skis.
Yeah, we have Lowder's Furniture now. We sell furniture.
That's not related to the water sports.
No,
so how'd
never.
that happen?
Oh, man, that fell in our lap a little bit. We've been looking for something. We're selling Carolina Beach jet ski rentals to one of our longest employees. Since we live in Surf City now, it's just not feasible to go to Carolina Beach. And he wanted to continue, so he's actually buying it. And we knew we needed something else to supplement losing that in the future. And we went to buy some furniture in Sneed's Ferry my last birthday. My mom was going to buy us some outdoor poly furniture. And we met Mr. Tommy.
Instead of just buying some outdoor furniture, you bought the store?
Pretty much.
I mean, that's interesting. So now you've got these two businesses. They obviously have different clientele, probably different busy seasons. How is this working?
It's working. This will be our first season with both. So far, so good. Houston has been primarily at the furniture store right now to do the deliveries, to unload the trucks. I'm at the jet ski dock until jet skis break. Then that'll flip flop and he'll be at the jet ski dock. But so far, so good. The furniture store really just triggered us, one, because we wanted something that was ours, that we owned. We own the land. So, we're not dealing with leases, and it's not as insurance driven. It's not as weather driven. It is still pretty seasonal, we think. We definitely have been busier with dealing with rental houses, but it's more year round. And definitely with furniture, we're dealing with locals. With jet skis, we mainly deal with tourists. Mm-hmm. So it is completely different clientele.
So your jet ski business, back to that, tell me your season for that.
Typically Easter to Labor Day.
Okay.
Give and take.
So you're ready to go by Easter, and you've got that up and running certainly by now.
Oh, yeah. We're there.
You've done this business for years, and you had 2 locations, and now you're going down to just the Surf City location. Tell me what you do, what equipment you have, what you do to prepare for the season.
We don't. We just guess.
Such a lie. Houston spends all winter. What's the correct term? Getting the jet skis ready, because we sell them. We redo our jet skis every year. We've been doing that for I don't know how many years. It took a while to get there, but we've learned that's great for our business. So we sell them. So Houston spends all winter getting them ready to sell, getting the new jet skis ready. There's things he does to them to get them ready, getting the docks ready, just ton of the maintenance and mechanical side. We both spend a lot of time on the website. We pour into our website every single year.
Well, keeping that updated is important. Especially like you said, you have a lot of tourists. So that's one of the first places they'll go.
We drive people to the website. That's our hub.
All right. So the two of you have your businesses. Tell us about your family.
We got a little 7-year-old going on 70, Maverick. That's our little buddy. We had him soon after we got married. We both, I think, before we got married and when we got married, we did not know if we wanted kids. Didn't know. It wasn't hard no. It wasn't hard yes. But we decided once we got married, well, we'll just see what happens. And it happened real quick. So Maverick came into our life the first summer that we opened Surf City Jet Ski Rentals. I was pregnant. I was working at Carolina Beach by myself. Basically, Houston was driving up here from Carolina Beach. And that was a summer.
Yeah. Busy.
I was busy. I was big and pregnant and tired.
Trying to stay in a good mood for all your customers.
That was tough. That was really tough. And I swear that was the hottest summer to the books. It probably wasn't, but to me it was.
So where's Maverick now in the picture?
Maverick is at Surf City Elementary. He loves it. That's one reason we wanted to be in Surf City. We love the community. So Maverick thinks he is in charge of the jet ski rental dock. He actually just, 2 days ago, he was docking jet skis. He was down there with his hands on his hips waiting on the customers to get back. He tells all of his friends at school that y'all are going to work for me at Surf City Jet Ski Rentals when we get older. Yeah. We're in trouble. He is, he's very bossy, and we keep asking, wonder where he gets that from.
So
Katie.
Katie, okay. If I showed up tomorrow to get a jet ski, I would run into Maverick.
Most of the time. So he spends his summers right now at EMA, at Ecological Marine Adventures. We love them. But you know this, being in Surf City, everybody's a family there. All the business owners are friends with each other. We have each other's back. So when they started doing that full day camp, it's been 3 years ago, he's been going, and it's awesome because they come to Soundside Park to eat lunch. So like we get to see him. His counselors will walk him across the street to see us. But yes, on the weekends he's there. During the weeks he shows up. Like all of our employees are like his big brothers and big sisters. And since he's the only child, that really works out to provide that for him.
I want to talk about your employees, just more than just you two running things. You've got a lot of good helpful.
We have 17 employees right now.
17. I know the jet ski place, you're guiding people. There's a chance for someone misunderstanding something or having some kind of trouble. So I love that you have a lot of good staff. So tell me about them and what you require.
Yeah, so that's been a learning curve, but we have been so blessed. I don't know, for probably since we opened Surf City. The first year was tough, but we get all local kids. We have a few kids who come here for the summer. They have beach houses here, so they've grown up in the summer, and then most of them are Topsail, maybe Dixon. And we've learned that high school and college kids are great for our job because that's when we're operating. So we used to require them to have jet ski experience, but we've since then learned that's not as important because we can teach them that.
You pour a lot into
We pour a lot into that. We need trustworthy, good kids, good, respectable kids. And I don't know how, but we get them. Every single kid that's worked for us, I mean, honestly, we become family with them. We'll have a Christmas party, even though we haven't been at work for months. So we require the normal morals, I guess. That's what we need. If we can get that, we can train them into a jet ski employee. We put them through first aid, CPR certification. We do it with Surf City Fire Department. They have to have their boater's license. Obviously, we require that. They have to do that themselves to get that. And then Houston spends tons of time with them on the water, getting them used to everything they need to know. I'd spend tons of time with them on the customer facing end. And it just works. And we usually have a handful that come back throughout high school and college and workforce in the summers. And they take it serious. I don't know how we've gotten them to take it so serious, but they get the seriousness of it. Yeah, they get the seriousness of it. It. As much as fun as it can be, it is dangerous.
It can be dangerous.
It can be, and they know that. You can read our reviews that we get every day. It's always of how knowledgeable our employees are.
We're bragging a little bit about how well your staff is trained and ready for what might happen each day, but I'm going to brag a little bit more. So Surf City Jet Ski was Traveler's Choice on TripAdvisor for 2021 and 2022.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of great ratings. You have 5-star customer ratings, and you have the largest riding area in North Carolina. And so you've got a lot of opportunities out there for people to come and have fun. And you do get brand new jet skis every year. Tell us about what's out there now when people show up.
So right now we've got Yamaha VX. We love Yamaha.
You've had Yamaha equipment for years.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when I went to MMI is Motorcycle Mechanics Institute in Orlando. I was trained on Yamaha products. They make a good product, and we buy new skis every year. So it's super dependable, really reliable for the customer.
And for your sake, I think just as much.
So when Katie said when the jet skis start breaking, you have to come over and fix them, right? But if you have a new product, that probably cuts down on those headaches. And that would be a problem if a tourist was here and trying to rent and half their adventure was dealing with issues.
That's right.
Yeah. And we don't want issues. We want a flawless experience.
And the customers love it. We have customers that come every year and they love what color are the jet skis going to be this year?
Do you pick out different color? I don't know.
Yamaha changes them every year. Every year they come out with a new color. So even us, we get excited. What color is it going to be this year?
Okay.
They're beautiful this year.
Yeah, every couple of years they change the body style and different colors. Just like any other manufacturer.
So you have the old jet skis still. What do you do with those?
We sell them individually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you do that like at the end of the season or something like that?
Pretty much. That's
pretty much from the end of the season until spring.
Right.
Yeah.
But if I bought one and I have trouble with it, do I get to call you to come fix it?
No, ma'am. Nope. Sorry.
You've helped us. You've had some people call.
I definitely have.
He has.
But no, and we have so many people actually reaching out to, hey, can you guys work on our jet skis?
Oh,
because there's not.
Maybe not, but you do have the experience. I love this. You have the experience with the equipment. You give your high school and college kids, you give them a lot of good training, and you guys are prepared.
I
guess that's the point I want to make.
We take it serious. Yeah. People assume that we don't. I think jet ski rentals have they have a little stigma, but we don't. We take it so serious. And I guess because we're together and this is our family business, every night we go home and, okay, what happened today? What can we make better? want it really good? What should we capitalize on?
Mm-hmm.
And that we've taken pride in that. Like we want to be the best. We want to be professional. We are not just this jet ski rental people that decided to buy 2 jet skis and we're going to rent them out to you. We try to stand out from everyone else, that we are a legit business that has been here and are going to be here for a long time.
So what if I'm a tourist who is from inland, didn't grow up on the coast, didn't have a lot of boating or lake or anything experience around me? So I'm coming here and I've never been on a jet ski. So I want to help that person right now think about what they're going to encounter when they arrive. They have to come over to the dock, and then what happens next?
Yeah, first question, can you swim?
Oh,
Yep.
It's helpful, right?
it is helpful.
All right. That's the first one. And then once they sign up, they meet requirements. We have them check a few boxes on our website to get through that booking process to make sure that, okay, this is a good thing, right?
And that's on the booking screen for them. So there's no surprises.
Let me ask this. If someone to walk up and wanted to get a jet ski, it's probably, you guys stay so busy, you might be booked. So it's best for people to go to the website first.
It's definitely best to book when the heat of the summer hits. There's a
Right.
good chance we don't have any skis sitting on the dock. Being in the middle of town, we have people constantly walk up, hey, what are y'all? What are you know? And they can book right there. But we do really guide people to our website because there is so much information that we need to get across that takes out human error, that they can see it. And here it is, because there are requirements. There, you got to swim, even though you have a life jacket on. That's what we explain to people. You got to swim because you're scared of the water if you can't swim. And that presents an issue. You got to be 18, obviously, to rent the jet ski because you're signing legal binding documents.
So they've been on the website,
Yeah.
check some boxes, and they've show
Check
up.
some boxes. That's about it.
That's it. That's it.
No,
Check
but
some
you
boxes.
check some boxes, and you're going to show up, and you're going to be there at your allotted time, and then what happens?
Yeah. Once we get them checked in, make sure all the waivers are finished properly.
Check
Everyone's on
IDs,
board.
all the things.
Yeah, we actually spent a lot of time making
Editing.
making a orientation video
Oh.
that's very basic, and it ends, I don't want to say complicated, but very thorough. So that anyone from anywhere can, within watching that 10-minute video, they're going to have a really good understanding of how to operate safely, navigate the waterway safely. Those
That's right.
those two
That's
things
fantastic.
are the two things. So it's a 10-minute video. Everyone sits down and watches it, and they also go through, or they have a safety checklist that they follow along with that. And there's a couple little questions at the end that just kind of trigger your brain into reverse thinking on what should I do in this situation, what should I do in that situation, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we give them a quiz. We've been doing the quiz for 2 or 3 years. We've
It's
done
on
that safety checklist for as long as I can remember, but we turned it into a video years ago, and I revamped the video last
That's a
year.
good idea. People are very visual.
They
That's
are,
a good
and
idea.
it has we have actual video of the jet skis and the map. We actually had one of the wildlife officers, I think from Carolina Beach, saw it not so long ago. He's like, "Can I have this to give to all the rentals?" And I was like, "Absolutely not."
Proprietary. We worked too hard on that.
We did.
Yeah.
We worked really hard on it, and
Sure.
that I tell people a lot of times, our renters sometimes are more knowledgeable than some of people that are not renting on the water because we give them so much information before they go out.
And it's fresh on the brain.
And
They didn't learn it 5 years ago when they took online tests.
Mm-hmm.
They learned it 5 minutes before they got on the jet ski.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. They've gone through the video and the safety and all that. They're on their jet ski. So there's a few options that y'all provide for getting out and going. You said bridge to bridge earlier. So that's from the Surf City Bridge to the North Topsail Bridge.
That's right.
That's the 9-mile stretch.
9 miles in between.
For the
That's-
freestyle.
Freestyle. Okay. And is that your most common?
That's our most common. 1 hour. Most people want to go for an hour.
And you get to cruise at your own speed,
That's right.
your own pace. Now, and we have employees that are on the water as guides.
You don't have to,
In case
and
they
we
have
tell
an
them
issue.
during
Whatever
that
the case.
freestyle, you don't have to follow them, but they're out there making sure that you're being safe, making sure that other boaters and jet skiers aren't being unsafe.
Okay.
But to help you, there's constant contact on the water. That way you can do what you feel safe doing.
So talk about
Yeah.
beyond that, though. But if you did something different from bridge to bridge. what's
Guided ride. So the guided ride is that you have to follow one of us because we're taking you outside of our riding area. And definitely for all the locals, they understand when you start heading south, sandbars are horrible. They change every year, but there's definitely more scenery. So when you go on the guided ride, we're going a little further. You get to see a lot more. We can take you into the ocean. That's a big thing. People that
Yeah,
are
tell me about that.
So like today, actually, we're at 5:00. We are taking our employees out on the boat and jet skis, heading to Lee Island so that they can play in the ocean and get some good pictures. And we try to do that a few times during the summer. That's our team bonding. But riding in the ocean is the fun stuff. If you want to jump the waves, go in the ocean and play. But you got to be with us because that can obviously get dangerous if you fall off the jet ski in the inlet. You got to know how to navigate it. So that's what the guided ride is. We actually tell people for the guided rides, you need to be experienced to go on the guided rides because we're going further and faster.
It shouldn't be your very first time ever on the water. At that point, we ask people, if it is your very first time ever on the water with a ski, we want you to do the freestyle. That way you can cruise and get the feel for it at your own speed and pace.
Controls.
And some people aren't comfortable with going on a whole big trip, and it wears them out.
So tell me about speed.
They can go as fast as the jet ski can go.
Okay.
Which is
roughly around 50.
50?
Yeah, upwards of 50 to 55. It really depends on the rider weight, the water conditions,
the wind,
the weather. Yeah.
That's right. And that's fast.
That is fast.
That's fast. There are jet skis that go faster, but that is not safe.
I was going to ask that. I'm just curious. By my own knowledge, I didn't know how fast a jet ski will go.
Faster than you'd ever be comfortable with.
Yeah.
Trudy.
And on calm lakes, that's fine. Yeah. We took some to calm lakes, and I was even like, nope, we're good. Let's back it on down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good. So I love this. I have a really good idea of how this all comes together for you, and every person who shows up is taken well care of. So like we said, a good place to start is to go to the website, which is surfcityjetskirentals.com. Go there and find out information about your rentals, availability, and your pricing, because you can make reservation directly on the website.
Yeah, right? All of our reservations are on our website.
Someone was vacationing sometime this summer, and they already have their vacation dates figured. How soon would you encourage them to book that? Is a week in advance enough time?
Definitely. Definitely. We have people that book, they book their reservation and they go ahead and book once we're open. But as long as you book, like if you get down here on Saturday, like most of them do, and you book Saturday, Sunday, Monday, you're going to be able to pick what time you want.
What do you do about bad weather days?
Bad weather days are bad weather days. We
go home and take a nap.
Basically.
We don't see those days often.
No, we really don't.
Break, huh? Right?
We don't get many rain out days anymore. I feel like we used to. We used to get like 2 or 3 days, and they were the best because that was when it was just us two. We didn't have employees. Yeah, we were 7 days a week. But no, if it's bad weather, basically what we tell people, if at the time of your reservation it's bad weather, we're going to reschedule you or cancel you and refund you. We tell people, please do not worry about the weather. Book it. We'll deal with it then, because at the beach, it rains for 5 minutes and then it's beautiful. We really do our best to work with people. We tell a lot of people, don't wait until the last day of vacation to come, because I can't tell you the amount of times it rains on Friday. And they're so brokenhearted that they didn't get to go jet skiing because they don't have any more time to reschedule. Right. And I think that word's gotten out. We've noticed in the last year or two, people don't come on Fridays anymore. I tell people all the time, I am not going to keep your money if you don't get to ride the jet ski from the weather. I promise you, book it. We'll deal with it. We'll move you. We'll cancel you. Whatever we got to do. We're gonna make it the best for you.
Okay. So you said you had to be 18?
18 to rent. 16-year-olds can actually drive one by themselves with a valid ID. Okay. Now, obviously, their parent or guardian has to be there, has to do the paperwork. Has to rent it for them. 14 and 15-year-olds can drive with an adult on board. I think it's a learning tool. I think it's giving these kids some responsibility when they're out on the water.
On the front,
yeah.
And to help, Now,
the adult, on the 14 and 15-year-olds, the adult has to be on the jet ski with them, but they actually can operate. And I think it's awesome. We've watched kids grow up on the jet ski dock that have been coming to us since they were little, and they're 14, they get there, and they're like, we get to drive. And then when they're 16, they're there, they're giving me their ID. I don't even have to ask for it because they are taking their own jet ski that year. So it's like their rite of passage on vacation when they get to that age.
Hey, if you thought it couldn't get any better than Saltwater Suites, well, I have some exciting news. I am thrilled to announce the grand opening of the new Saltwater Resort this May in the heart of Surf City, North Carolina. Saltwater Resort will absolutely redefine hospitality, creating a truly elevated vacation experience. All 24 suites offer opulent bedding, full-size washers and dryers, and well-appointed kitchens equipped with dining tables and dishwashers. And now you can relax and enjoy their beautiful saltwater pool. Are you ready to elevate your next Topsail adventure? Reserve your stay at saltwatertopsail.com or call 910-886-4818. Saltwater Resort, where luxury meets the waves and every moment is a celebration. Hey Insiders, if you haven't tried Surf City Line, what are you waiting for? Chef Jay has created amazing made-from-scratch beach-in bowls, delicious peel-and-eat shrimp by the pound, wings, salads, and more. And they have a wonderful multi-level deck for listening to live music, soaking up the sun, and enjoying food, drinks, and some of the best service on Topsail Island. Follow Surf City Line on Facebook and Instagram, where you'll find their lineup for all of their live entertainment. Feel like walking off that delicious food before heading home? Well, take their walkway right to the ocean for a quick stroll on the beach. They have plenty of parking right next to the restaurant and a large lot across the street. They're located at 2112 North New River Drive, where Surf City meets North Topsail. I'll see you at Surf City Line.
What's some other important things that y'all want to tell people right now?
Just do it. Go. It's fun.
It is fun. The important
Like,
thing that Houston wants everybody to know is just go do it. It's fun.
It is. It's we have people tell us every day, this is the highlight of our vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it overwhelms people because we do have so many rules in place.
That's okay.
We've gotten that feedback from a few people. Y'all got a lot of rules. Well, we got to take care of you. How much fun are you going to have when you come out here and damage a jet ski or get hurt because you didn't listen and you didn't have rules? It's not that you didn't listen. It's because you didn't have rules.
If you have people with large parties, how many people could go together?
typically, we cap it at eight jet skis in one group.
Which is even some days. We try to tell them to split it up.
Busy.
We send 8 to 9 jet skis out at a time.
Okay.
But for one party that everybody knows each other, that gets to be a lot. Everybody's out there together, but we can accommodate.
We do a lot of group outings with the tours. That way we can all go down. We can check out Lee Island or go down to Figure 8 in one of the inlets, and we can pull the jet skis up to the beach and hop off, take a swim break. Everyone gets a good photo op and just hang tight for a few minutes. And we do a shark tooth adventure with a lot of groups. That's a good one. We go down and we look for shark's teeth on one of the barrier islands. So that's always a very popular one for the groups.
So how much time does some of those adventures last?
That's a 2-hour shark tooth.
That's a 2-hour.
And we tell people as quick
Figure
as you can
8
get to
and
Lee
Lee
Island. We go to Lee Island, yeah. So typically they take 30 minutes to drive down there and then 30 to 45 minutes walking the island and then come back. So you get a little bit of both. You get to explore, but you also get to ride the jet ski.
You probably have like a half-day adventure with your friends or family or whatever, because you should arrive a few minutes early too, like 30.
Yeah, everybody has to be there at minimum 30 minutes early because that is where we're doing the training.
Okay.
And we're serious about that training. If
Those 30 minutes are for us.
Yeah, they're mandatory. So if you get there late, you're still going to stand there with us
Okay.
for that time frame to get your training in.
Okay, so we have talked a lot about jet skis. Maybe that's just because that's something that I've done a lot of, and it sounds like a lot of fun to do with family and friends. But let's talk about, you mentioned kayaking and paddleboarding, and they're very popular in our area. So tell us what folks need to know about these things.
Yep. So with our location, we're literally just 100 yards from the marsh. And so we can send people straight out from our dock to calm waters that have very little current, and it's also a little bit protected by the wind.
And not be encountering boats and other
That's right.
things.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing, honestly.
Yeah.
And you're
That's
allowed, you can take it to the intercoastal if you would like.
So tell me about ages and groups and things for those.
We recommend for solo on the paddle sports to be 8 years old. That strength factor there. But
We're flexible on that. Like our
yeah,
7-year-old does both of them, and he's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like they can show you an ID and tell you that there's
and
8
that's the
versus
thing.
7.
Yeah, that's a recommended.
The paddle sports are the laid back things that we offer. Yeah, basically. There's not a ton of requirements.
So, but you provide life vests.
Yes, ma'am.
Of course.
And what about some people, if they did fall off their board and they're in some oyster shells or whatever, like they need to...
They do have to wear shoes on our paddle sports, some type of shoes, because you are going to be in oyster beds. And we prepare them for that. And we kind of tell them, too, if you're going and you start feeling the bottom, you should probably back on out of that area.
So how much time do people plan for that?
2 hours, I would say, is our best seller. We have some people getting kayaks for longer, but mostly 2 hours for both of those.
Okay.
A lot of early mornings and a lot of late afternoon rentals on those. People just take a little cooler, have a little
we
snack.
provide coolers. We have coolers, and we've got the
good.
ice at the fish market. So, we'll send them with what they want. They can fish off the kayaks if they'd like to. And we've had some success. This will be our second year with kayaks, our third year with paddleboards.
And now we're going to do paddleboard yoga.
Yeah, and now
who's
we're
teaching
doing
that? Who's Houston teaching
Not
that?
us.
Lead yoga instructor right here.
So I've made a lot of friends at the elementary school through Maverick. I guess
Right.
that's a mom thing, right?
Yes.
So one of my girlfriends, her name is Katie. She is a yoga instructor in Surf City. And she actually was like, hey, I didn't realize y'all had so many paddleboards. And they're right there. We are meeting her today to get the kinks worked out and get it rolling. So we're going to be offering it. I think now she's going to do like an early morning session and then like a sunset session for now.
That'll be great. There'll be a lot of groups that take advantage of
I
that.
think so too.
So you guys have been together for a lot of years as a family, as a couple. You've been in business together for all these years. I know you have a lot of good stories to share.
Yeah.
We do.
And so tell us something that's kind of fun to talk about.
We rode off on a jet ski at our wedding.
Did you really?
Yeah, I have a picture in my wedding dress. He was in his tux.
In your bridal attire.
Yeah, jet skis were part of our wedding.
Now, has anybody booked your jet ski business to do that for their own wedding?
No, they have not.
No.
We have not offered
You need to
that.
advertise that.
We are the getaway service. That we did like Maverick's gender reveal at our jet ski dock when I was pregnant. That's where I fell in love with Houston at the jet ski dock. So that is our
it's
life.
a big part of your life. Yeah.
Moments we like watching people grow up. We've definitely got to watch kids grow up, whether it's customers. We also get to watch our employees grow up out there. So that's always fun because some of them start working for us when they're freshmen or sophomores in high school, and then we get to watch them through high school and college. Mm-hmm. So that's one of my biggest parts. And then just watching the young kids that come, and I see them each year. Mm-hmm. And then they come and then they get to drive this year. That's fun. That's my favorite part is meeting the people. We've met some awesome people at the jet ski dock that we are still to this day friends with. Mm-hmm. Facebook friends. We keep up with each other all year. They come to see us. That's my favorite part about the jet ski rental business. Everybody's happy typically when they come to us. You get a few that aren't, but everybody's happy. We get to make friends and have fun together.
Well, being out on the water is something that you don't do in your everyday life. So,
no,
I mean,
we take that for granted here. We do. We do. But we get people I've had people come to me in tears. They tell me that this was a life changer for me. And they compliment how good I in Houston and our employees were to them for being so calm with us. We've had some autistic children, some disability. We do what we can. Didn't we have two grown men that were deaf? Mm-hmm. Well, we took the time to help them, and I think they came back once or twice and really got them out there. That was a big moment because you could just see it in their face.
Super.
Those are definitely the highlights.
One of my most memorable times just riding jet skis and doing a tour. We were at Carolina Beach, and we went out through the inlet. We're just having a nice ride down the beach, and there's this big black thing in the water.
We thought it was a flip over jet ski.
And this is big black thing, and it was floating just on the surface. And I was like, man, it was like a jet ski that's flipped over upside down.
Oh, wow.
So you could only see the bottom of the hole. And I get closer and closer and closer, and it's moving. It's like, it's a turtle.
It was a sea turtle.
It was a leather
It was
bag.
a leatherback.
Yeah.
So leatherback turtles are the largest sea turtle species. They can be up to 900 pounds.
This thing was huge. I'd never seen anything like it.
Where were you?
In Carolina Beach.
Carolina Beach.
Yeah.
They do swim here. I mean, they nest in North Carolina
we're
too, but not often.
or 250 yards off the beach. So I was like, dang, that's so awesome. And he didn't care. We didn't get close to him. But like,
I had him on GoPro video, which has since been lost.
And so we kept riding, and then there was another one.
Oh, wow.
And there was another one. We ended up seeing like 5 or 6 of them. And it's just
insane.
huge. Once in a while, it's probably, I think I've seen it 4 times since I've been on the water. Starting in 2011, stingrays.
The big ones.
The big ones that jump out of the water.
They jump right beside you on the jet ski.
And keep going.
So when you are out on the jet skis, do you have a lot of good experiences with your riders getting to see dolphin? And
oh, gosh.
Dolphins are very often. There's no rhyme or reason, so we can't tell you, hey, this is how or where. Most everybody came back and were like, we saw dolphins. I was like, good, that's free of charge. So just y'all know.
No extra.
No, they see dolphins so often.
I think that would be one of the biggest reasons to go out there on the waterway. I really do.
And typically the dolphins are not scared. They ride with you. You definitely get to see tons of wildlife. And the tours, I think that's why the guided rides, you're going so much further. You just got such a better chance of seeing so much more wildlife.
I appreciate that about y'all's business, about giving people a chance to get out and see the wildlife. I think it gives them a better appreciation for what we're trying to protect and take care of here. So I do like that. However people can see it, whether it's playing in the ocean or out on the jet ski, so that's wonderful. I love that. I'm excited about your new adventure with your furniture store, and I can't wait to hear some of the future stories that come out with that, helping families or set up their beach houses or rental businesses, I'm sure, keep you busy. How's that going so far?
It's going really well. It's going better than we expected. We opened, fully in February?
What are your hours?
Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 5, Saturday, 10 to 2. We promised we would not open another business open on Sundays.
With the Watersports business, it's a very small window that we have to be open for the summer to create revenue. So being open on Sundays is par for the course on that, and we don't like it, but we have to make revenue for it.
But the furniture store we decided would not be.
What changes did you make to the furniture store?
So Houston spent all winter. We bought in November. He spent all winter remodeling the store. It basically was an old auto mechanic shop. It was a furniture store, but he spent all winter revamping that. We sell Ashley furniture right now. We sell Furniture of America, New Classic. And we have 3 or 4 poly vendors for outside, Amish-made poly vendors. So we sell both. A lot of people don't know that we have indoor furniture because you ride by and you just see all this outdoor furniture. So we have picked up, and we still constantly, every day I'm on there trying to find the next newest vendor that we can bring on. And we're really wanting to be affordable. We are not interior designers. That's not us. We're a furniture store. You come, you need a couch. Okay, we've got a couch you can take home. You need a mattress. We got one of those too. And we're really trying to be that middle of the road furniture store with reasonable prices, but great products. So we're spending a lot of time. I'm pretty sure I've market researched everything because I've changed every piece of furniture in my house since we bought it.
Oh, you've tried it out.
That's what I'm doing. I'm trying it out for everybody.
That sounds like a great plan, Katie.
We'll never turn a profit. But we'll have new furniture.
That's right.
No, I understand. It would be hard for me to sell something that I couldn't speak to personally.
That's right.
Especially if it wasn't an industry I grew up knowing and learning.
Right. That's right.
So I can understand that.
I have faith we'll figure it out because we always do.
In 14 years, we'll be talking about the furniture store.
That's what I was just thinking.
Well, this is something to like, this will be Maverick's. Not that the jet skis won't be, but like we own this. This is his name's on it. That was a big thing for us. Maverick's name. We were going to name it Maverick's, matter of fact. But, his last name is Lowder. That's him. Yeah.
Well, what are some final thoughts? I mean, we're finishing up here, but what do you want the listeners to know about you or your companies?
We are a small business. When people come to any of the small businesses, you are providing for a local family. I love the write-ups where you say you're buying the ballet shoes for the little girl going to ballet. That is definitely what we are. Jet skis have put food on our table for 14 years. We have worked very hard for what we have. I like to tell people, not that our parents did not provide for us, because they did. We didn't go without, but what Houston and I have is from what Houston and I have done. Mm-hmm. We have started from the bottom. We're here. This is home. Surf City is home to us. Yeah. Maverick goes to school here. This is where all his friends are. We went to church on the beach Sunday, and here come 3 or 4 of his little friends walking up. Like, this is our community. With Surf City Jet Ski Rentals, we are here to provide something fun for the tourists and locals to do. And with Lowder's Furniture, our goal is to be the business that people can trust because they know Houston and I. They trust us. And we're here to be a part of the community. Houston has to dial me in because somebody's like, hey, we need this for school or for the community. I'm like, okay, here. I want to give back to the community because they've given so much to us. And that's important. I want people to know that when you're giving to a small business, you're in turn putting money right back into that community that you love.
I've seen y'all do a lot for the community. I value that too, especially like when we have families who are living here and we have kids. And we do think about what the future of this area will look like for our children and what advantages and opportunities they'll have. So that's good. I love that. You've been instrumental in supporting the schools and the churches and lots of nonprofits, teaming up with other local business owners.
I think that's the beauty of Surf City. All the business owners have each other's backs.
That's true.
We all have the common goal, and we support each other. I love that more than anything. We didn't have that in Carolina Beach, not to speak negatively, but Surf City has it.
Does the furniture store have a website too?
It does. I've gone a little crazy the last couple of weeks over that website, but same thing. We want the website to be the place. Everybody shops online. Mm-hmm. We obviously want you to come in the store, but I want you to be able to sit on your couch at night and get on our website and see what I have in my store, which is on there. We have our in-stock pages, and you also can shop all of the thousands of products that we can order and get in quickly.
So tell us that. Tell us where to find the jet ski stuff. Tell us the websites. Tell us if anybody's out there and just listen to this and doesn't have pen and paper, where can they locate you the easiest?
So for the jet skis, honestly, it's as simple as Googling Jet Ski Rentals in Surf City, or Surf City Jet Ski Rentals is our name. So that's going to come up. We are surfcityjetskirentals.com. You'll find our website. You'll find our Yelp, our TripAdvisor, everything. Lowder's Furniture we are working on, and I hope in the next couple of years it'll be just as visible online as Surf City Jet Ski Rentals. It's already great, but loudersfurniture.com.
Spell Lowders for me.
Lowders furniture.com. That's a Stanley County name because nobody knows it here. We go home and everybody knows a Lowder at home.
We get Loader here.
Loader. Yep.
Oh, you're the Loaders.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, if you Google Furniture Store Sneads Ferry, we should pop up. We've worked really hard on that already in the last couple months. But yes, our website, we work really hard. Social media is not the best because we're not good at it, but we're trying.
Yeah, you can keep up with socials. Mm-hmm. We try to post what we're doing. We do like a daily deal from the furniture store, and try to move some stuff at crazy low prices.
I've seen some references though, other businesses around town who've maybe had your poly furniture sitting outside, and there's a sign saying it was from you and has a QR code and things like that. That's a good way to get your name out there too. So. I hope we've given people a chance to know what you offer. And like I said, they're two totally different businesses, but I can understand the rhythm of it all and the just the desire and capacity to do this as a family.
Yeah,
Really cool.
I think that's our biggest thing. Even if we're at work, we're typically together. So Maverick's with us, we're together. That's our biggest goal. If I'm going to spend time at work, I'm not going to be without my family. So even at night, I have some hard times where I'm like, oh my gosh, we're working every day. But then I try to put it in perspective, we're together, and that is what matters.
Well, thank you for being here. I thank all the listeners for joining us today. Katie and Houston, thank you for being part of Topsail Insider and telling us all about Surf City Jet Ski and Watersports and Lowder's Furniture.
Thank you for having us. This was
thanks
fun.
for having us. Good time.
Hey, if you enjoyed today's episode of Topsail Insider, please show your support by clicking the follow or subscribe button on your favorite podcast listening platform. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Please also go to topsailinsider.com and join our mailing list by clicking on the Make Me a Topsail Insider button. While you're there, you can click the Send Me a Voicemail button and let me know exactly what you're thinking. Your message just might be on an episode of Topsail Insider. You can email me at krista@topsailinsider.com or call or text me at 910-800-0111. Thank you for listening and supporting Topsail Insider and our local businesses and nonprofits. These are our neighbors and our friends, and together we build a mighty and a beautiful community I'm super proud to be a part of. I'll see you around Topsail.
Hey guys, it's Leah with Topsail Talk. I explore local businesses, services, people, and activities in Topsail and its surrounding areas, and I post videos about them. You can find and follow Topsail Talk on Facebook and Instagram. You'll never know where we're going to go, but if you try one of my stops, be sure to tell them Topsail Talk sent you.